Lauren Losing here, and today I'm here with a very special guest. This is Lindsay, FlyeGirl Fitness. I love that you don't know either. FlyeGirl Fitness VSG, I believe, is her YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Lindsay is one of my best friends. She is here visiting from Portland, Oregon. If you are not already subscribed to her channel, I will have her information and her link below. But today, the reason we are here and coming to you is because Enlightened very graciously sent me their 7 newest flavors of ice cream. So about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, a month or 2 ago, they sent me their original 7 flavors. I did a review. So we are basically just doing that again. I do want to point out that they now have a product requisition, a product request form that's available on their website that they sent to me with these pints. So you can print this out on their website, you can bring it to your local grocery store, and you can request that your local grocery store start carrying the Enlightened pints. I did mention in my last video that I was not able to find them in my area, so I will be bringing this to my local Wegmans, Stop and Shop, Shaw's, wherever you shop. I'm going to be bringing it to Wegmans and Stop and Shop. So a little information on the newest flavors. We have Bananas Foster, Black Cherry, Chocolate Chip, excuse me.
Oh.
Black Cherry Chocolate Chip.
I didn't notice that part.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday cake, strawberry cheesecake, red velvet, fudge brownie, and are you the most excited about that one too?
Yes, absolutely.
So Lindsay and I are collectively both most excited about cold brew coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like where low calorie, low sugar protein ice creams are lacking in that they never have a coffee flavor, and that is like one of my faves. So I'm not gonna go over the specific stats of every single pint, but I will give you a brief overview range right now. So for each serving, which is a half cup, they are 60 to 100 calories, 1.5 to 3.5 grams of fat, 4 to 9 grams of net carbs, 3 to 6 grams of sugar, and 6 to 7 grams of protein. So another thing to point out is if cold brew coffee does in fact end up being as amazing as we hope it is, it actually has the best stats as well. So here's hoping. All right, Linz, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're kind of starting with like what we're least excited about down to what we're most excited about. I think these middle flavors, we might have a little bit of a discrepancy, you know, but
yeah,
we'll
see.
find out.
Yeah. What? Now, do you tend to, just in general on ice cream, do you tend toward chocolate or fruit? Like, I don't like fruit flavored ice cream, so black cherry ice cream doesn't sound good to me.
See, I do tend towards fruit flavor stuff.
So that's why the cold brew and the fudge and the red velvet sound good to me, because like I tend more towards chocolate and that sort of like traditional ice cream flavor.
Gotcha.
So I'll be curious mostly for us about the birthday cake, how we differ on the birthday cake and the strawberry cheesecake, because those aren't things I would normally get either, but I know you like them.
Yeah. Birthday cake, no, not for me.
Okay.
I'm one of those people who, like, people get really excited about birthday cake flavored, and it's a pretty popular flavor in protein things, right? Like protein bars and shakes and all that stuff. So we'll see. All right, we're starting with Bananas Foster, which, you know, it is very important. If you can see that, I hope
there's caramel swirls in there,
yes,
which is pretty awesome.
So it's very important to get a little bit of that in there.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to offer some advice with the taste test. Is I always take too big of a bite.
Oh.
But.
Okay.
You know,
well, I got this. I'll go smaller
yes.
next time. Cheers.
Cheers. So.
Now, what's in Bananas Foster? Is it just banana and caramel?
It's like a it's a caramelized banana dessert thing. And I can actually read the little description on the side. So, silky ribbons of caramel swirled through banana ice cream.
So when I think Bananas Foster is the dessert, and I could be completely wrong, it almost has it like they cook it in alcohol. Like they cook it in a brandy.
I think so, a brandy, right?
So yeah, so it has a touch, and it tastes like that too. Has a touch of that kind of burnt brandy flavor.
So the reason I was least excited about this, and I said this to Lindsay before we started, is first of all, I'm just not a huge fan of banana in general, but I also really don't like fake banana flavors. That being said, I would never buy this flavor of ice cream. However, I think that they did a good job
it's good.
What it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's a little, it's very sweet too.
It is.
It's very sweet. Which, I mean, it's ice cream.
Which
so
I always appreciate in an ice cream, even when it's supposed to be a healthy ice cream, just because that will make me not eat it.
Oh,
that much.
because you don't want it too
You know
sweet.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, unless it's chocolate, like the sweeter the better.
All right, so that you actually made a good point. I'll read the little description before we have it.
Love it.
Black cherry chocolate chip, which I'm guessing is supposed to be just like Cherry Garcia from Ben & Jerry's, which I used to love. Fat Lauren loved that shit. So black cherry ice cream swirled with rich chocolate chips and sweet cherries. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm also really glad that you're in this video because I did have a comment / constructive criticism last time that I was not expressive enough. And Lindsay is much more expressive than I am. And she like brings that out in me as well. So I got a comment being like, you didn't make me want to buy any of those ice creams. And I was like, sorry. I mean, I got really excited about the peanut butter chocolate chip.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. Yummy. Cheers.
Oh, Clancy.
Yeah,
You give your thoughts on that.
I was just gonna do that. Again, I'm not really into. But you know what? It hit me at the end. Okay, so my initial thought was black cherry. No, I don't like. I'm with Lauren. I actually don't mind banana flavored things, but I don't like cherry flavored things or grape flavored. There's certain things of fruit that I don't like. I think most people have a fruit or two. Yeah.
I know a lot of people who don't like fake cherry flavored stuff.
Yeah, and cherry is not a thing. I don't really love. I mean, cherries are okay, but like they're not my favorite. Like I don't seek them out ever. So my first initial thought was no, and then the chocolate hit, and the chocolate was divine. I don't know again that I would buy or eat this flavor, but I think for what it is, it's good. It tastes good.
So I really like it. It's definitely not. So there are certain, low-calorie ice creams that I say you cannot tell the difference between this and this. I can definitely tell the difference between this and Cherry Garcia, but I think that this is.
And it's not as
great
sweet as the Banana Foster, too, which is nice. So it's more subtle, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. A little bit more dangerous.
So I would choose black cherry over Bananas Foster.
I would have to have more.
All right, so next is birthday cake. Rainbow sprinkles mixed into creamy cake batter ice cream.
All right. Ooh, I have to dig in a little bit more because there's an actual sprinkle.
There's a ton of sprinkles.
There's lots of actual sprinkles. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
cool.
Yeah, there's actually a ton of sprinkles in there. I like the crunch factor of the.
I feel like it doesn't taste like a low-calorie ice cream to me.
No, I think it tastes super rich. I would not eat a whole pint of that, I don't think.
No, I could eat a couple bites. People who love birthday cake and that kind of flavor, you would absolutely love that one.
Yeah, good. I like it.
That was a pretty succinct answer for
Yeah.
us. Yes, wouldn't eat a whole pint, but still very good. All right, so I'm really excited about this one.
Okay.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Now, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Strawberry flavor is not something I mind as a strawberry
yes.
flavor. Like grape, cherry, not so much. Strawberry, I like.
Gotcha. Sweet ribbons of strawberry swirled through creamy cheesecake ice cream. I'm a big fan of cheesecake as well, so.
Especially with strawberries on it.
Sorry, I took the best swirl.
That's okay.
Oh, that's underneath that.
Is it? All right, I'm going big then.
All right. I don't like the strawberry flavor, actually, and I don't really know if I like the cheesecake flavor.
That's that's my least favorite of all of them, even over the black cherry.
Yeah, you know what? I think that
Oh no, weird.
there's something weird about it, right?
There's something weird about it.
It doesn't chemically.
No, I don't get a chemical flavor.
This is weird that I'm going back for seconds of the one that I don't really like, but there's something that I'm not
But I also am very I don't eat a lot of these kinds of ice cream. I usually just like go bit, I usually get like coconut milk ice cream that's full of fat and sugar and then just eat it a little bit over time. So I don't eat, Halo Top's really the only ice cream I've had that's like the low calorie protein. So I think, for what it is, I think it's fine. It's just like not.
I think they missed the mark a little bit on that one. But.
Especially comparative to how good these other 3 flavors are in relation to.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that one.
Try for yourselves, but if you want our recommendation.
Yes, I would not go for that one personally. All right, red velvet is next. Cream cheese. Oh, I didn't realize there was a cream cheese swirl through this.
Do you like cream cheese?
Yup.
Uh-huh.
Cream cheese frosting swirled through red velvet ice cream. Okay, so I'm going to be honest and say that I was not excited for the red velvet flavor. Now I am. How's that for expressive?
Yeah. Boom. Now that we see it, there's like legitimate cream cheese. Yeah, look at the end of her spoon. Yeah. All right. Ooh. Oh my God. Can I curse on your video?
Yes.
That's fucking good.
Please do.
Well,
Shows expression. I'm just not letting it go, am I?
She really got her teeth sunk into that.
Yes, so.
Let me just make sure.
I'm always pleasantly surprised by one flavor, at least, that Enlightened sends me. Last time it was the frozen hot cocoa, in which I'm not a huge chocolate person and I'm not a huge marshmallow person, but for some reason, they just make a bomb frozen hot cocoa ice cream. And
I'm gonna be honest though, I feel like this red velvet ice cream will not make it through the evening. Our pistachio ice cream last night didn't.
Oh no, that did not.
So it could happen. I'm not making any prediction. It's just a thought.
It's a possibility.
So.
All right, second to last flavor is fudge brownie. Milk chocolate ice cream with chunks of chewy fudge brownie and chocolate chips.
Go wrong with that, unless you don't like chocolate.
The only problem that I ever have with just doing a taste test of these ones is I can't always get a chunk. Because you kind of have to dig sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Especially with the fudge brownie part.
Is that a chunk?
Oh, there it is.
And you can
Nailed
get right
it.
underneath. Boom. That's what she said.
I'm still hoarse from the other night.
All right.
That was a big bite, so sorry.
Okay.
Okay. You go first.
Okay. So, I think that the fudge brownie bite in there was very impressive.
Very impressive. It tastes just like a brownie.
Right.
Legitimate good.
Yeah, not artificial tasting, which is the issue that I've had with Halo Top in the past with their ice creams that have chunks in it. I find that the chunks are very artificial tasting, so I don't like those flavors.
Lauren didn't point out the specific stats on each one. I will say this. This is the most calories, most sugar than any of the other ice creams. But I think if you're really having a hankering, it's worth it for this versus candy or actual ice cream. This is really, really, really good. And so it has pieces of brownie in it, but it also has little bits, I know she read it, but little tiny chunks of chip. And then the ice cream's chocolate too. So it's just like a chocolate heaven in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like that was very, very expressive.
So very much. But are you ready for the last flavor? I'm so excited and also so worried that we're gonna get let down. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but smooth, cold, specifically cold.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Cold brew coffee blended with rich and creamy ice cream. So it's a coffee ice cream.
No swirls. It's just pretty standard.
Just no small bite for me either. So. I really liked it. However, here's the thing. I can tell that this is not a full fat coffee ice cream.
It actually tastes a lot less like coffee than I was expecting to, too.
I think it's lacking some creaminess. It's a little more iced, at least to me.
I feel like it's creamy, personally, for my palate. I think it's creamy enough. It's just, I am a coffee lover, and it doesn't taste like enough coffee. It tastes more like a coffee flavored ice.
But it
yeah,
tastes like coffee ice cream, though. It's not like drinking a cold brew.
Well,
oh my god, like, it just doesn't live up to our expectations.
But also, in my defense, though, like, the fudge brownie is so good, and coming off that really rich.
This is much more mild.
However, and it's not very sweet, which is kind of nice. Like, it's not like too much sugar in your mouth.
I do really like it, though. I could eat this whole freaking pint. However, wouldn't necessarily be an issue because it would be 260 calories. I mean, excuse me, 240 calories.
Yeah.
This is the lowest calorie, the lowest sugar, the
Best
lowest
stats for sure.
the lowest net carbs, and still 6 grams of protein. So overall,
I think that these. Overall, I think, in my personal opinion, not being as educated and as trying as many ice creams as you have in the past, I think overall this is a winning batch.
This is absolutely a winning batch. And you know what? For the flavors that aren't necessarily my favorite, I'm sure I will find a good home for the Bananas Foster. And
I might be able to help you with the Bananas Foster. I can't commit to anything with the strawberry cheesecake. I'm like, but everything else is pretty good.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching the video.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.